convoys of Formula 1 cars make their way onto the circuit. We'll now rattle through the podium for the Mini Challenge Pro and AM class. We're going to start with the AM category, I think. So we'll get the drivers once again onto the podium in reverse order. And in third place, just like yesterday, Neil Clark. Well done, Neil. Onto the podium he goes, and a nice round of applause from the crowd down here as well at the end of the pit lane. So he receives his black and white trophy and a bottle of champagne to go with it. Second place in the AM class, again like yesterday, Andy Godfrey. Well done, Andy. A big cheer for him as he works his way to the other end of the podium. Great stuff for him for his second podium of the weekend. He receives his trophy and champagne from Anthony. And the winner for a second time this weekend, Alex Neville. Well, Alex, he works his way straight onto the podium as well and will take the top step, bigger trophy, champagne, and he's got his Dunlop winner's hat as well to take with it. So those three drivers now together for the AM category in that second race of the weekend. They'll now pose for the cameras and the rest of the crowd down here. And when you're done, guys, you can now vacate the podium as we move on to our next class. So well done, guys. Round of applause for our top three in that one. And we look forward to seeing them back out later on this afternoon once again to do battle. So with the AM now clear, the pro category for that second race of the weekend. And in third place we have his first podium of the year. So again, Anthony will do the presentation with a third place trophy and the bottle of bobby that goes with it as well. So second place, like yesterday's race, onto the podium goes Robbie Dowgley. Well done, Robbie. Second podium for him this weekend as well, so he heads to the other side, receives his trophy from Anthony, and keeping up his 100% winning record in 2018. Another win this year for Kyle Reid. Well done, Kyle. And a big cheer for Kyle as he goes to the top step of the podium with the trophy, the champagne, and congratulations as well from the other drivers around him. So well done to the pro class. And we're going to do the reverse grid draw as well for the third and final race of the weekend. So we're going to get one of the drivers to do that for us. And once again, the photo is being taken for the two Scottish guys. And the guys can now jump down. We're going to do the reverse draw grid. So Anthony's got the cards for the amount of drivers that are going to be reversed for the final race. And Kyle is going to do it. No looking, and he pulls card number 5. Cars reversed for the final race of both the pro and the amateur. Carl, we're going to have a quick chat with you after that race. Well done, another great race for you out there. But you had an early on pressure, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I had a problem selecting gears. I kept missing third gear. I don't know if it was the top of the box or I was rushing too much. Second was on, I just kept getting the tone fully in the end. But another first place, so awesome result.
5 you have with that for reverse grid number 3?
Yeah, so it should be good fun coming through. Aim to get obviously back to the top step, but podium be good.
Great stuff, well done to you, Carl. Congratulations on the race victory in the pros. We'll have a quick chat with Alex as well in the AM category. You're keeping up this good winning record so far?
Yeah, just about. That was so close with Andy. I think he was probably a little quicker than me, if I'm honest. Fortunate to get on pole for that one. So yeah, race 3 later on will be very interesting.
And again for you, 5 cars reverse, is that going to be a tough ask, isn't it? Fortunate, Alex, but I know you're another win this year. Sounding very good indeed, Mark.
They sound absolutely fantastic, don't they? A great addition to the Mini Festival here at Snetterton. We'll tell you a little bit about the cars before we let you enjoy the noise of them. We've got out there the blue Osella, so Osella, or Osella Squadron Corsa to give them their correct title, founded by Enzo Osella, first entered Formula 1 in 1980. The car we've got out there is a FA1D, so that's a 1982 chassis, and it was the likes of Pierluigi Ginzani and Jean-Pierre Jarier that would have driven that car. Now in the hands of Pierluigi Ginzani, the FA1D never went particularly well. His best ever result was in the Austrian Grand Prix, where the car finished in 11th position. All the rest of the season it either didn't qualify or it retired. In the hands of Jean-Pierre Jarier though, at San Marino in the 1982 Formula 1 World Championship, that car finished 4th overall at San Marino back in 1982. The car is now an 8-hour, and it would have been back in the part of 1982 by a 3-litre Ford DFB V8 engine. But for the 1982 season, It ran the full DFB for part of the year, but it ran an Alfa Romeo V12 for other parts of the 1982 Formula 1 season. The car being driven by Terry Sales, who's a long-time competitor in the FIA Historic Formula 1 Championship. Terry is a champion in the Historic Formula 1. He's just coming around through Murray's now on the wheel of the beautiful blue and silver Osella. It's fantastic to see that car out there. We've also got out there an ex-World Series by Renault car. So it's the Lotus coloured car, the black with its gold livery, and it's the World Series by Renault 3.5 litre engine in those. World Series by Renault propelled many a driver into Formula 1. You look at the Formula 1 grid now, and the likes of John-Eric Verne a few seasons ago, Daniel Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso, many of them have been through World Series by Renault. This car arrived in 3.5 World Series by Renault was back in 2011 when Gravity Giraud came into it with Jan Giraud, who was part team owner, and current Formula 1 driver Brendan Hartley raced for that team back in 2011. But the Gravity Giraud's team were morphed into Lotus the following year in World Series by Renault, when we saw the likes of Kevin Koyos finish 10th position overall in the championship. We saw the Danish driver Marco Sorensen finish 6th in the championship. The Australian Richard Stanaway spent a bit of time with them as well. Around the World Series by Renault era came later on, when we saw just last year, we saw Pietro Fittipaldi finish as the winner for Lotus in the 2017 World Series by Renault, which was the last ever World Series by Renault. The championship defunct for this year, but the year earlier, the Israeli driver Roy Nassani finished 4th in the championship. We saw in the 2015 championship the French driver. So the Lotus team in the World Series by Renault were hugely successful as well. We've also got out there the Formula 1 livery, Formula Nippon car. I would say the World Series by Renault car, driven by John Reeves, who is a long time supporter of Formula 1 demonstrations at MSV circuits. He also owns an ex-Alessandro Nannini Benetton, ex-Alessandro Nannini, Nelson Piquet Benetton, but we see him out competing in and doing demos in. We've also got out there the Formula Nippon chassis, but it's in Renault Formula 1 colours in the hands of Kevin Mason. Nice to see that one out as the checkered flag comes out. And just a little bit about the Footwork as well. It's a Footwork FA1D that is out there, the white and the red car for the youngsters amongst you that maybe can't remember them in period. Formula 1 car was used by the Footwork Arrows team for the 1992 Formula 1 season. It was actually upgraded to FA13B spec for the first two races of the 1993 season, and back in period it was powered by behind it. Now that car was driven Japanese driver that raced in the early 90s in Formula 1, but back in 1992 Akira Suzuki was teamed up with the great Michele Alboreto, who very sadly passed away a season or so ago in a testing accident at the Lausitzring in Germany, if memory serves me correctly, when he was testing for Audi and Audi. Unfortunately. And also in the 1993 season, when he was upgraded to FA13B specification, Akira Suzuki was joined by British driver Derek Warwick for the 1993 season. Now, in the hands of Akira Suzuki in the 1992 Formula 1 World Championship, the best that Akira could manage was a 7th position in the Spanish Grand Prix. 8th in Australia. There was a 9th place in Belgium for him as well. He finished 10th at San Marino. He was 11th at Monaco, and in the British Grand Prix he finished in 12th position. But there were a couple of races he didn't even qualify for, such was the popularity of Formula 1. Back then he didn't qualify at all to get on the grid in Mexico or in Canada, France, in Germany, in Hungary, and at the Italian Grand Prix as well. But a wonderful sight it is heading around the circuit. So those are the Formula 1 demonstrations. We will see them back out later on. That's not the only thing you will see from them today. You will see them back out later on around about 3 o'clock this afternoon. But I hope you enjoy the Formula 1 demonstrations here as part of Mini Festival, and what a wonderful sight and sound they have made. Matt Sutton, who's going to get the opportunity to maybe catch up with one of the Formula 1 drivers. If you do, Matt, just chip in, because what I'm going to do in the meantime is give you the grid for the next of the race that will be coming out very shortly, and if we can get the chance to chat to one of the F1 demo drivers, that would be great to hear from them as to